Hello everyone, and welcome to, I guess continuing on with this trend of me playing walking simulators on this channel, Soma, a game that I normally wouldn't play, and actually hadn't played until very, very recently because this is a horror game. Or it was. Instead, I'm going to turn this onto a mode that was added post-release based off of a fan mod that removes it doesn't remove enemies, it just makes them no longer enemies, which fundamentally changes how you interact with the game and kind of the story of the game itself. So we're playing in safe mode where monsters are still creepy, but they can't kill you. You don't need to worry about stealth as you play. So then this just fully becomes a narrative experience, which I think is a little interesting. I particularly am enamored by this game and the concepts that it wants to talk about, which we'll get into as we play. But for right now, starting a new game will overwrite your last save, yeah. So I hadn't played this game until January of this year, 2022. 7-8 years after its initial release. But I have sat down, I have played through it, I think it is pretty fantastic. Reality is that which, when you stop believing in it, doesn't go away. You know if a story starts with a Philip C.K. Dick.
I think you're bleeding.
Oh, that's nothing. It's just my brain can't stop bleeding from the accident.
Here, take this.
No, that's for later, for the scan.
It's green.
Ashley, I need to tell you something.
Simon, please don't make this weird.
No, it's not like that. Why now?
Who's David Munchie?
Why is there never enough time?
For what?
Christ.
Okay, so I was gonna say, as is the case with most things.
I'm up.
Hi, Simon Jarrett?
Yeah, that's me.
My name is David Munchie. We spoke earlier.
The brain scan, I remember.
Are you all right?
Yeah, just a bad dream. Are we still on for today?
Yeah, that's why I'm calling. I wanted to remind you to drink the tracer fluid I sent you. It'll help me capture a better image of the damages.
Don't worry, I got it somewhere.
Okay, great. Well, see you in a couple of hours then.
Okay, see you soon.
As I was saying, if a game starts with a Philip C.K. Dick quote, or really anything, you know it's gonna be good. Oh, hold on. Whatcha? Fuck your cups. I actually really like the level of interaction that this, like, look at that. The shit in your drawer actually shuffles around and doesn't fall through the bottom of it, causing your puzzle escape room to be
Put the tracer fluid.
irrevocably, there we are. You can speak. You know what you're doing. Ooh, I don't actually saw this. Robin McConnell hooked. Mark and Anna Miller have finally caught a break. They've managed to save up enough money to take the family out on a vacation to Hawaii they've been talking about for so long. But as the sun sets over the Waikiki beach, that first day, Mark and Anna paradise turns into a nightmare, as swimmers are caught in the thousands of stings stretching from somewhere beyond the waves. Slowly, swimmers are pulled screaming into the dark waters. Desperate to get out of the harm's way, their 7-year-old son, Charlie, is caught by the vicious tendrils. Suspenseful, mystical, and absolutely terrifying. Hooked will pull you in. Yes, it'll also pop up with the there, so I don't have to actually read that. What was I gonna say? But yeah, I actually really like the level of detail that has gone into this apartment.
Come on, radioactive tracer fluid, where are you?
Yeah, I know where your radioactive tracer fluid is, but I'm wanting to explore your apartment to get a sense of who you are. Massive recoil. John Hugh is a corrupt cop working in Hong Kong. One day his life is turned upside down as he meets Amber, a mysterious foreigner who's kept imprisoned by the Golden Dragon Triad. Get ready to go rogue, for it's time to go against the Triad, the police, and the supernatural forces of Underground. Get ready for massive recoil. Is this a video game or a movie? I think it's a video game. Yeah, it's sitting next to his Xbox. But yeah, we're gonna learn a little bit about, actually forget his name. I want to say it's Connor, but I'm actually confused. David Munchie is the guy that we're supposed to meet with our radioactive tracer fluid. And that intro,
But fast food.
Simon.
Should buy something healthier on my way home.
Probably a good idea. So yeah, Simon was having a bad dream of what looked to be a car accident with a woman in the passenger seat where he was getting kind of mixed up on what to do. Remind Jesse, pick up meds, flowers for funeral. Like, he was thinking that there's time to talk to the woman in the seat. I'm assuming this was before the crash. His head's bleeding. To Simon Jarrett in Toronto. Yes, and also this is a Canucks game, because of course it is. I can't actually turn the power off in my apartment, but I can trash literally everything, because I'm a bad man. The hell is that? Pan pizza? Like one slice of pan pizza or something? Shit, dude. Interference. The Beige Noise Tour. Oh, it's got photography. Kind of lame photography, if we're being honest. How to shoot a Vices 15 product. Fuck that. Dude, I'm going to absolutely yeet my camera because I don't need it anymore. What do we have here, actually? Looks like he's won an award for something.
Hey Simon, it's Jesse. You working this weekend or what? I knew there was something you were doing. Was it this weekend or next? Anywho, just shoot me a mail or something. Love you, miss you, mean it.
End of messages.
I swear, that guy has the memory of a goldfish. I even sent an email to remind him, didn't I? Summer's coming. Hope it's a good one.
A nice little tenement block. What we got here? Get well soon, love, Mom. Looks like doodling on a notepad. Anything else of interest? Lots of stuff on the walls. Grimoire presents Robin McConnell Meet and Greet book. Okay, so this guy is a fan of this Robin McConnell then, eh? Pace Laboratories by Simon Jarrett. Radioactive Lab, okay. We're gonna become a superhero. Oh, and I'm assuming that's us, and doesn't look like the woman in the car crash that we were dreaming about. So what's on our desk? So we have neurograph session from David Munchie. Thank you again for participating in a research. The scan will be performed at the Pace Laboratories in Toronto, but since we are guests, our access is a bit unpredictable. I will try to schedule a scan session for Saturday. I'll get back to you when confirmed. Sincerely, David Munchie. And new prescription from Dr. Erwin Peake. Happy to hear that your headaches have become less frequent. Your latest tests show that your brain is slowly recovering, but it's still too early to tell how it will adjust to the damage. The bleeding will continue over the coming months. At least you will need to come to the hospital a few times to drain the cavity to prevent the blood from building up pressure. So he's got an active leak of blood in his brain, which is a bit of a problem. Since excessive stress could be fatal, I have written you a prescription for prazosin to help you with your nightmares. Please read the instructions and medicate accordingly. Try to get lots of rest, and I will see you next week. So, hey, if you get too stressed out, you're gonna die, which is all fine and good in a horror game, right? Oh, and we also had one draft. Hey, Jesse, since you probably forgot, here's reminding. Here's me reminding that I've got a doctor's appointment tomorrow, i.e., I'm not coming into work. This means you'll need to make sure you're actually on time to open the store. Please unpack the boxes behind the counter. They're starting to become a workplace hazard. Also, the books tend to sell much better if they're put on shelves where people are actually able to see them. Oh, so you sell like you're a bookstore guy. That would explain why you're a fan and have the
Better late
like
than never.
signing for this Rob McConnell thing about deep sea space horror, which is not at all relevant to anything. Downtown accident kills young woman. Yesterday, a driver, distracted by her children, ran a red light, causing her to blindside a car at the intersection of Bloor Street and Spadania Road. The mother and her children, traveling in a robust SUV, were left bruised but largely unharmed. The other party was less lucky. As the car crashed into her passenger side, Ashley Hall, 23, sustained devastating damages and suffocated from blood trapped in her lungs before the ambulance arrived. Her friend and driver, Simon Jarrett, 26, survived, but with complicated results believed to leave him with permanent brain damage. The driver of the SUV, whose name has been released by police, hasn't claimed it was an accident and practically unavoidable. That's friggin' rough. Cinema verite. Blockbusters. Japanimation, bigger than ever. Stunts versus CGI. What is a bottle movie? Massive recoil, flawless execution. I want to see, can we get any of the stuff behind it? Oh, maybe. Yeah, oh, actually we can. It's still upside down, so I can't actually read that one. Just like a Bluetooth speaker or something. Why am I digging through my own trash like this? I'm gonna blame it on the brain damage. Oh yeah, and he's even got more lenses for his camera that we're definitely not gonna be needing anytime soon. Can you flush the toilet in the video game? You can flush the toilet in the video game. It's a good... Wait, oh no, I was gonna say, where is his shower? But he does actually have a shower.
I don't want to keep the doctor waiting. I'll shower when I get back.
Ugh, you literally just rolled out of bed. I'm assuming in your, like, PJ clothes, or maybe you just slept in your pants. There we are.
There it is.
Drink our radioactive fluid so that we can get a proper brain scan. I don't know how that works.
It feels like milk, but the taste, it's like sucking on a penny.
What exactly do you mean feels like milk? Again, I don't drink milk because of the lactose allergy, but like... Mapping Minds by Albert Isaacson. Widely praised as one of the most comprehensive yet accessible texts about the anatomy of the human brain, its function, and our perception of consciousness. Find out how your brain is dependent on its body, why the brain is simply not a computer, and a multitude of other interesting facts that will make your head spin. Ha ha ha, pun. This edition also includes 2 new chapters about the development of the brain and how it affects our behavior in different stages of our lives. Alright, so what was my to-do list? Let's see. Remind Jesse, pick up meds, flowers for funeral. Oh, hey, look, lights. But you know what? Best to turn the lights off. I'm out the door. Got places to be. We have a date with Destiny to get our brain scanned. I really do like its depiction of mundane everyday life. Like, this is fairly detailed for what is an indie game. Oh, to live somewhere with actually decent public transit.
Jesse.
Hey, Simon. I got your email. Just wanted to wish you good luck and let you know I got you covered.
Thanks. I should be able to come to the store after the scan.
Don't sweat it. I got Matt and Chris helping me out.
Maddie from SNL?
Guess you didn't hear? He's coming in full time, working the comics section.
That's Ashley's job.
Yeah, well, you know.
Forget it. Not doing her any favors by leaving an empty spot. Not like she's coming back.
Well, good luck. Hope they find a way to reverse the whole, you know, dying thing.
Dying thing? You're the worst support ever.
What should I say?
I'll see you later, Jesse. Don't burn the place down while I'm gone.
Over and out, buddy.
Look, we're not dying. I mean, well, we're all dying, but they're not going to reverse the dying thing. They're just, you know, doing a brain scan, taking a look, making sure that everything's going all right before we probably have like an aneurysm for excessive blood being stored up in the brain. You know, fatal injuries, especially when you've got like a ticking time bomb on your life and you know that it's 5 to 6 weeks left. Try not to think about
Hello?
it, right?
Dr. Munchie? Where is everyone? Thought this place would be busy.
Well, they did say they were renting the location, right? They were guests here. Painting feels half finished, but I still like the general bones of it. Eey. Okay, so maybe there's a little bit less guests and we're just setting up for the first time. Well, you can blame it on the brain damage on me poking around. So, what do we got here? Sci News Trial and Error. Put your scalpel away. The brain can heal itself. The brain has an amazing transformative quality, a plasticity that allows it to compensate and even heal itself, explains Paul Berg, a graduate student in neuroscience at York University in Toronto. It is the quality that Berg and his colleague David Munchie, a student of computer science, are hoping to encourage. It's about getting the brain to do the right thing, and we hope to accomplish this with simple things like exercise, therapy, and light medication. But Munchie and Berg are not looking for a miraculous panacea. It's about finding the optimal treatment for each patient. They start out recording something called a Nakajima neurograph. It's like a picture that indicates a direction, says Munchie. Instead of a static brain scan, the neurograph can tell us where your brain is going. So a damaged brain scan to produce a computer model, and then numerous tests conducted on the model without risk to the actual patient, and then the perfected treatment is then applied in actual practice. That sounds really cool. It's not a long forecast, it's about milliseconds, but with the right computer model, Berg and Munchie can then administer all kinds of treatments without risking actual harm to the real brain. We could try giving your brain an overdose of painkillers while running a marathon, suggests Berg. It's just a computer model. We're able to fail treating you 1,000,000 times over, only to find the right way. And when they do find the optimal treatment, that's when they apply to the real patient. It's in the early stages, but the project has caught the attention from Pace Laboratories, who has promised to assist them with both equipment and workspace. We're very fortunate to get all the support, says Berg. Now we just need to get out of the limelight and actually do the work. Okay, so we are taking place in a speculative medical treatment as probably one of the first couple patients that are actually on the docket to do things. And yeet! Blame it on the brain damage. I'm not going to turn your PC off. We got anything interesting? Confidential notes here? Ooh, oh, that's actually lovely. Toronto's a fairly nice city, all things considered, you know? I live on the other side of Canada, compared to, well, other side. It's pretty central, but I don't know. I like Vancouver a lot more than Toronto, but Toronto has its ups and downs. That's a Hills joke. Okay, let's read your emails. What you got? Scan now. We've got a few hours. I got a hold of Simon Jarrett. Let's do this. I saw your laptop in the reception. Are you already here? Call me ASAP. So, get your stuff ready. Hi, Paul. Talk to Pace about using the lab this week. I've managed to book a scanner for tomorrow's morning and again on Friday. It's not a lot, but they said we could use the empty reception area as a kind of office. It would allow us to use their computers to run models, and also if time slots open up, we can get here and use the scanner rig right away. Thought we could run some tests tomorrow. I can do a scan of each other to learn the equipment. It's supposed to be pretty easy. On Friday, I'm hoping Dr. Erin Peake will send somebody over. She has a patient that is recently in a car crash. Should be interesting. So these guys are pretty sophomore or like just starting out, and they seem a little naive about what they're actually working on. But I mean, cool. Tech startup, let's go into the medical field, right? Found some extra time in the lab today. Unfortunately, nobody told us about the code change, so I called security, talked to Professor Wei to have him vouch for a project, and finally got a hold of some hunch over at Pace's legal department that could re-grant us permission to the lab. I'm not allowed to repeat the code in mails or texts, but I'll leave a note on something in case we forget. Oh shit, right, okay. Dig around for your notes. Is that the code there? 2501, 2401? I'm not sure. Looking for the code though, my dude. Looking for... It's not on that. Shit, dog, though, for real. Oh, no. There's also, like, I'm actually having to wiggle my control sticks to, Shit, but for real, where is the code to get in here? I did not have this. I was poking at literally everything the first time in my playthrough. But, like, I'm... Opening and closing drawers is not like just one button click. Like, I hold down a trigger, and then I slide the drawers in and out. And it's actually a really nice feel to it. Like, it's tactile response. Nope, nope, didn't want to crouch. $2501 or 2504, I'm gonna try. 2507? 2501. Yeah, okay, that did work. Can you let me in? Thank you. I've snooped correctly. So the Ant Nebula, that's actually a really neat picture. 361. I'm surprised that wasn't an 0451 code. But, go figure. This is some icebergs, first aid. Please be paying attention to all of the set dressing here. It is actually important. And actually, I really like how the set dressing kind of leads into the main setup of the game. Like, they're doing a lot of good, I want to say tonal foreshadowing, but you'll see here shortly what I'm talking about. While it does have a slow start, the game really kicks off and then kind of stays at a 9 to 11. Some Jaws juice. All sorts of graphs and stuff. That's very, very, very dark on my other screen. I'm gonna do what I can to try and actually lighten this in post, because it's not the best to actually be seeing. I'll see what I can do to doctor footage, I guess. Yeah, I think that's actually everything here in our server room. Hope I didn't screw anything up. And just generic graphs. Just generic graphs. I really Hazmatsu Technologies in that fucking like clip art studio. It just shivers down my spine.
Oh, hi. Didn't hear you come in. Simon Jarrett, right?
Dr. Munchie?
Well, it's just Mr. Munchie, but I'm working on it. Actually, you're helping me right now.
Is this part of your thesis work?
Yeah, it's a study I'm doing with my colleague Paul Berg. We hope to design a gentle way to work with brain reconstruction to help people like you. Oh, did you take the tracer fluid?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Great. Well, we can start whenever you're ready.
Yeah, we'll get there in a second. I'm just gonna poke around your lab a little bit more. Just a little bit of poking. Gonna just turn that light off. We don't need the excess light. I would love to talk to you a little bit more.
What exactly are we doing?
We're going to do a scan of your brain. Then we build a computer model of it and bombard it with stimuli. The program will help us to quickly iterate your treatment plan until it's fully optimized. In short, develop the perfect treatment for your condition.
So it's not just a study. This will actually help me.
I should hope so. Otherwise, this would be a huge waste of time.
Well, you're a little flippant, but all
You
right.
have a serious condition, right? You heard about the car crash, the X months to live deal?
Yes, I heard. Must be hard having to hear that. As you know, it's because your brain is weakened so much that it can start to bleed every so often.
And if it ever gets real bad, it will kill me.
Well, we probably can't restore your brain completely, but we should be able to make those X months turn into years, decades even. And if you take care of yourself and don't do anything too crazy, we should be able to get you to outlive the best of us.
So don't do anything too crazy. Strap yourself into the sci-fi chair. We're gonna bombard your brain with stimuli. Let's go! This is the plan. No, I do actually want to talk to you some more. Please and thank you.
I really hope you're right about this.
Me too. This could make a huge difference for how we treat people with brain damage. So, what do you say? Should we get going?
Sure. Let's get started.
Take a seat.
So, I would really like to live. I'm just gonna be frank with you guys. This game is gonna deal with some heavy subjects. One that hits particularly close to home with me is, you know, terminal, like how long you have left on this planet, and that
Please, have a
fear,
seat.
like Thanatos, the fear of Thanastasia, the fear of death particularly. I mean, we all don't like to think about our own mortality, but this game is going to confront it in a myriad of ways. And yeah, you got one life to live. And in part of that, if scanning my brain and being part of a science guinea pig could potentially help
Just have a seat.
the rest of
We'll be out here
humanity
in no
with
time.
treatment, I mean, it's not really a sacrifice. This isn't gonna go wrong and kill me or anything, right? It's just taking a photocopy of a brain, but I think it's worth it. personally. Part of the reason I also like to give blood and all that other nonsense.
All right, let me just get this out of the way. You are Simon Jarrett, correct?
Right.
Toronto, Canada, David Munchie. Born 1988, July 16.
Right.
Flat neurograph, version 6. Good. All files in order.
Will this hurt?
It's just a scan. It'll hurt about as much as getting your picture taken.
Indians thought cameras would steal their souls.
Is that so? Well, let's hope they're wrong. Ready? Say cheese.